similar, what is different in Nepalbhasa, how the sentences are formed differently in Nepalbhasa compared to English. There are a few things that are different that we can note, and we'll be focusing on two of them today. The first one being how in Nepalbhasa, as compared to English, the the order, the sequence of subject, verb, and object differs. Like in English, um, the subject is always the first. In an active, um, you know, form of the sentence, the subject will normally appear in the beginning as the first part of speech. Secondly, there will be a verb, and at the end there will be an object. So the normal format, the normal syntax of a sentence in English is subject, verb, and then an object. Like for instance, when we say, I eat mama. So I being the subject, eat being the verb, and mama being the object. So I eat mama is subject, verb, object, a traditional known sequence of the parts of speech in an English sentence. And if we now translate word by word of each of these parts of speech in the sentence, I eat mama, from English to Nepalbhasa, it will become something like I would be G, eat would be nai, mama would be mama. So I eat mama would translate word by word to G nai mama. However, as we said, unlike in English, sentences in Nepalbhasa end with a verb. So it's a verb ending form of sentences in Nepalbhasa. So if we now change our part of speech, the sequence of the parts of speech in the sentence from subject, verb, object to subject, object, and then the verb, so that the verb ends the sentence, it would now become I, mama, eat, which is the verb. So now in Nepalbhasa, it would translate perfectly to Ji, mama, nai. So nai being the verb eat would end the sentence. So eventually it becomes Ji mama nai. Ji ja nai. Ja is rice. So Ji ja nai. Ji mama nai. Ji mari nai. Mari is bread. Like a yomari, for example. Ji yomari nai. I yomari eat. So it's a verb ending format of sentence forming in Nepalbhasa. Now, the second kind of dissimilarity that we have in Nepalbhasa as compared to English is that, unlike in English, the prepositions in Nepalbhasa are placed or added after the object and not before the object. Like in English, the prepositions like in, on, and so on, these prepositions in English appear before the object. For example, in an English sentence like book is on table, the preposition on appears before the object, which is table. So on table, preposition and object. Book is on table, subject, verb, preposition, object. Now, if we translate this sentence from English to Nepalbhasa word by word, it would be something like this. Safu for book, du for is, ye for on, table is for table. So it will sound like safu, du, ye, table, instead of book is on table. Now, because Nepalbhasa has to have a verb ending sentence, the verb is will move to the end. So do will have to be at the end. And now the other rule that we are discussing now here is that the preposition would appear before the object. So it would not be ye table, but it will be table ye. So the correct form, the correct syntax of all of these parts of speech in a correct Nepalbhasa sentence, when we have to say book is on table, it will be not safu du ye table, but safu table ye du. So table ye, object followed by preposition. So that is the second dissimilarity as compared to English. Instead of preposition appearing before the object, it appears after the object. So now we're back to the second segment of the second class of Passport to UK London's Nepalbhasa classes. In the second segment, after discussing about the dissimilarities between English and Nepalbhasa, we need to focus on forming Nepalbhasa sentences by understanding the pronouns or sarvanams as they are called. So pronouns which replace the noun in Nepalbhasa are quite rich. The number of pronouns that we can use, and they change their form in terms of singular and plural, in terms of honorific or simple, pronouns. And if you're if it's a religious, respectable, highly respectable form, they keep changing the format. They keep changing the form of the pronoun in Nepalbhasa, and the possessive form of Nepalbhasa pronouns are quite different too. So let's focus in pronouns. The first person pronoun I or we in Nepalbhasa is ji or chi. Right. So I in English is ji in Nepalbhasa. We in English is jipi or chi in Nepalbhasa. So jipi is like more general, but inclusive form would be chi. Similarly, the second person pronoun you in English would be cha in Nepalbhasa. So you is cha. If it has to be a bit honorary, if I need to respect you a bit, I would say qi. Instead of cha, it would be qi. And if it's more than one, the honorary plural form of second person pronoun you in English would be chipi in Nepalbhasa. Accordingly, if it is like more higher order of respect or a kind of religious, for example, you're using a pronoun for Lord Buddha, for example, generally, this religious highest owner of, that level of respect would be Chasapola, Chaspol. So the third person pronoun for he, she, and it in Nepalbhasa would be wo. He, she, it is wo, or if the third person has to be a bit honorific term, it would be weka, weka. Again, higher than the level of honor for weka. If it's a religious, as I said earlier, highest level of honor, it would be wasapol. Like you had chasapol for you, it would be wasapola for he, she, it, or the third person pronoun. Similarly, for plural third person pronoun, which is they in English would be, in Nepalbhasa, it will be ipi. They is ipi. Again, if it is a bit of honorific term, it would be wekapi, wekapi, and in a plural. So the possessive form of these pronouns we just learned, I for G, G for I, GP for we or G for we, ta for you or chi for honorific you or chipi for plural you or chaspol for religiously highest honor of the second person you, or wo for he she it, weka for honorary he she it, wasapala for religiously honorific he she, and then ipi for they or wekapi for honorific they. These some 8-9 pronouns that we just learned here would now change their form in the possessive form. Like I in a possessive form would be my or mine. We would be our. So in a possession of a possessive form, like I becomes mine and we becomes our. G, the possessive form of G is jigu. That's my. If I say my house, it will be jigu chen. Chen being house. Jigu chen. So the adding of the suffix gu is a very frequent normal way of forming a possessive form of the pronoun. For example, the pronoun I or G would be changed to my or jigu by adding gu in G. So G becomes jigu if you have to say my. If I have to say my friend, it would be Jimmy Pasa. Pasa being friend, as we discussed in the last class yesterday. Jimmy Pasa for a person, Jimmy, and Jigu Chen. And then we, as it changed to a possessive form of our, Jipi of we would change to Jimmy Gu, our. Ji, as in we, would change to Jigu for our. So Jigu Chen for our house, or Jigu De for our country. Then the second person pronoun you, cha, would now change to a possessive form of your as cha plus gu. There will be a nasal sound ng added in between to make it more easier when you pronounce, and it sounds more familiar now as changu. Cha plus gu is changu. Changu is your. So if I have to say your name, it would be changu na. Na is name in English or naam in Nepali Khasbhasa. Changu na, or your name. Cha is you. Changu is your. As simple as that. So chi, the honorary you, will now become a possessive honorary you as chigu. Chi becomes chigu. You as your. Chipin, the plural you, honorific plural you, chipin becomes chikpinigu. Chikpinigu. Then chaspol, chasapolagu, adding gu at the end as a suffix, as a rule. Now, the third person pronoun, he, she, it, for wo, becomes waya, for her, for his, her, and its. The possessive form, he, she, it, becomes his, her, its. In Nepalbhasa, it is wo for he, she, it, waya for his, her, and its. Similarly, the honorific he, she, it, which is weka, becomes wekaya. Similarly, the religious honorific form wasapala becomes wasapalaya, the possessive form of his, her, and it. Then the last one, they, which is ipi in Nepalbhasa, becomes their as imigu. Adding gu, pi is changed to mi. Imigu. Imigu is there. Ipi is they.
imigu is there. Imigu na, imigu chen, and so on. Honorific third person they, which is wekapi, now changes its form in the possessive form as there. In Nepalbhasa, it would be wekapiniku. Wekapiniku. Wekapi is they, honorary they. Wekapinigu is honorary there. So that's the end of the second segment where we discussed about pronouns ji, jipi, ji, I and we. You is cha, chi, honorary. Chipi, plural, honorary. Chasapol, religious. Third person he, she, it was wo. Weka, honorary. Wasapola, religiously honorary. They was ipi. Wekapi was honorary they. They changed the form of ji to jigu, possessive, like I to mine. Ji, jigu. Jipi, jimigu. Ji, jigu. Cha, changu. Chi, chigu. Chipin, chikapinigu. Chasapola, chasapolagu. Wo, waya. Weka, wekaya. Wasapola, wasapolaya. Ipin, imigu. Wakapin, wakapinigu. So next we are focusing on the third and the last segment of today's class, which is the deformation of the verbs. So in the previous class we learned quite a few different verbs, those that were opposite to each other, those that were not. But we did cover a number of verbs, new verbs in Nepalbhasa yesterday. Now what we're going to see today is now that we have learned how the pronouns are deformed, depending on the singular and plural, honorific, respectable, and all sort of different criteria. It's the right time to now look into how the verbs are deforming depending on the pronouns. So the first person pronoun that we covered today were I and we, second person pronoun you, the third person pronoun he, she, it, and they. And they had their own simple and honorific forms. Now, let's recap quickly the verbs that we covered yesterday. The verbs were way for come, wane for go, kai for take, bie for give, dane for stand, fetue for sit, nile for laugh for smile, kwe for cry, bone for read, chue for write, nai for eat, tuane for drink, kane for tell, nyone for listen, tai for put or keep, likai for withdraw or take out, diane for sleep, dane for wake up as well as stand, lumanke for remember, lomanke for forget. Then we had fear for wear. So these verbs will now deform according to the many different pronouns that we learned today when used in the same sentence. So let's see how they get deformed. Firstly, if we have a look at the verb which has come, way, all of the forms of the verb that we learned so far were for the first person pronoun I and we. So I come would be ji, way. Similarly, I with come, go, take, give, stand, all those verbs that we learned yesterday would now become ji way, ji wane, ji kai, ji bie, ji dane, ji fetue, ji nile, ji khoye, ji bone, ji choye, ji nae, ji tuane, ji kane, ji nyane, ji tae, ji likae, ji diane, ji dane, ji lumanke, ji lomanke, ji fie, and so on. Now, similarly, it's the same format. It's the same form of the verb for we, which is ji. Ji we, ji wane, ji kae, ji bie, ji dane, ji fetue, ji nile, ji khoye, ji bone, ji choye, ji nae, ji tuane, ji kane, ji nyane, ji kae, ji likae, ji tae, ji diane, ji dane, ji lumanke, ji lomanke. Now, G and G for I and we, for these first-person pronouns, the verb is in the same form that we learned yesterday. Now, how do they deform when it comes to the second-person pronoun, which is you, singular you, like and simple, not honorary, but simple, singular you, which is cha, right? So cha and the verb wei. Cha, when composed in a sentence with the verb wei, would become cha wa. That's you come. So you come is cha wa. You go, cha won, or cha hun. You take, cha ka. Ji kai, cha ka. So let's compare it with ji and cha. Ji wei, cha wa. Ji wane, cha won. Ji kae, cha ka. Ji bie, cha biu. Ji dane, cha da. Ji dane, cha dan. Ji fetue, cha fetu. Ji nile, cha nyu. Ji khoe, cha kho. Ji bone, cha bon. Ji choye, cha cho. Ji nae, cha na. Ji tuane, cha tuan. Ji nyane, cha nyan. Ji kane, cha kan. Ji tae, cha ti. Ji likae, cha lika. Ji diane, cha dian. Ji dane, cha dan. Ji lumanke, cha luman. Ji lomanke, cha lomanka. Cha loman. Ji lomane, cha luman. Ji lomanke, cha loman. Ji fie, cha few. So cha, the second person pronoun you, is deforming our verbs waye to wa, wane to won, kaye to ka, bie to biu, dane to dan, fetue to fetu, nile to new, khoe to kho, bone to bon, choye to cho, nae to na, tuane to tuan, nyane to nyan, kane to kan, tae to ti, likae to lika, diane to dian, dane to dan, lumane to luman, lomanke to loma, fie to few. So apart from a few exceptions, the ye suffix is now disappearing for first person pronoun deformation of the verbs in Nepalbhasa to make it more simpler, like we to just wa, kai to just ka, kwe to just kho, just the suffix. And except a few exceptions where, for example, we are adding u, like bie to not just be but bu, nile to not just ni but new. Is there any other example that we covered today? Fetue to not just fetu but it is fetu, just fetu. Yeah, and fie to not just fi but few, cha, cha, few. So similarly, We now move on to the second person pronoun, which is the honorific form, like qin. So you say, for you, in an honorific form, you would say qin, right? So you come in an honorific form will not be ta wa. It will be ta qin waya disan or qin tasan. Ta won will be in an honorific form, qin wanadisan or qin jasan. It's the same jasan for waye and wane, both for come and go, but how we'll differentiate is by saying by specifying where you are asking the respected person to go or come. Like Tana is here, Ana is there. So Tana jasa, Ana jasa. Come here, go there. So here and there, as the location, as the idea of the direction is telling in the same sentence with the word jasa, with the verb jasa, to mean whether you're coming or you're going, right? So Tana jasa, Ana jasa. Similarly, chi jikai cha cha ka chi, the honorific you, chi gayadisan. Ji bie cha bu, chi biadisan, chi danadisan, chi fetuyadisan, chi niladisan, chi koyadisan, chi bonadisan, chi choyadisan, chi nayadisan. Now nayadisan will change it to a new word, which is bhapiadisan. So honorific second person verb eat would be from naye to nayadisan or bhapiadisan. Chi bhapiadisan. Like jasan was a completely new word instead of saying wayadisan for honorific second person. Similarly for eat, the honorific second person verb deformation and a completely new word instead of nayadisan is bhapiadisan. Chi bhapiadisan. Chi tonadisan, chi nyanadisan, chi kanadisan, chi kayadisan, chi likanadisan, chi dyanadisan, chi danadisan, chi lumankadisan, chi lomankadisan, chi finadisan, and so on. So disan is the honorific element here, deforming every single verb from the simple form like waye to wayadisan. Now, thirdly, the third person pronoun, he, she, it, and they. For he, she, it, the third person pronoun in Nepalbhasa, as we covered earlier, was wo. For he, she, it, we're saying wo, right? So now, he with come would be not way, but the verb way will deform to wala. Wo is he, wa, wala, wo, wana, wala, wana. For way and wane, the verb deforms to wala, wana. Wo wala, wo wana. He came and he went. Wo kala, wo bila. He took, he gave. Wo wadana, wo fetula. He stood up, he sat down. Wo nila, wo kola. Wo bona, wo chola. Wo nala, wo tuana, wo kana, wo tala, wo likala, wo diana, wo dana, wo lumana, wo lomana, wo fila, and so on. So the simple form of the verb, first person verb, way, deforms to wala. The general rule looks like adding, suffixing la sound in the basic form of the verb of way, which is wa, is now suffixed with la, making it wala. Waye to wala. Wane, kaye to kala. Biye to bila. Nile to nila. Koye to kola. Fetue to fetula. choye to chola, naye to nala, and so on. And also, just not suffixing la, we also suffix in other cases na. For example, wane to wana, and dane to dana. See the pattern here? The na sound, the simple form of the first person verb, which already ends with ne, instead of waye, wane ends with ne. Dane already ends with ne. So in these instances, what we're doing is we're not adding la, like way to wala. What we are doing is we're adding no. We're simplifying ne to no. For example, wane to wana, dane to dana, bone to bona, tuane to tuana, nyone to nyona, kane to kana, dione to diona, dane to dana, lumane to lumana, lomanke to lomana, lomane to lomana. Or, the other forms, fie and fila, we've already covered by adding la, a suffix. So adding suffix of la and no are going to help us to deform the verb, the basic form of the verbs in Nepalbhasa, from first person to third person. Now, it would sound something like wa wala, wa wana, wa kala, wa bila, wa dana, wa fetula, wa nila, wa kwala, and so on. Now, the honorific he, she, it, they was wayaka, which we covered earlier today. So the honorific form of he, for example, he came, would be wayaka, wayadila, or zhala, wayaka wanadila, or wayaka zhala. So we're adding la sound here again for honorific. Wayaka kayadila, wayaka biadila, wayaka tanadila, wayaka fetuyadila, wayaka niladila, wayaka khoyadila, wayaka bonadila, wayaka choyadila, wayaka nayadila, wayaka bhapiadila. The bhapiadila is the new form of the verb instead of nayadila, because you're giving the sense of the honor here. Wayaka bhapiadila, wayaka tonadila, wayaka nyonadila, wayaka kanadila, wayaka tayadila, wayaka likanadila, wayaka dianadila, wayaka danadila, wayaka lumankadila, wayaka lomankadila, wayaka finadila, and so on. So this is where we end the verb deformations in Nepalbhasa, depending on singular and plural, honorific or simple, first, second, and third person of the pronouns that we learned earlier today.